I've always loved to be creative, and I love to challenge myself, and I always want to keep surprising myself. I love working with animation, but I also don't want to put myself in a box. Stop thinking and start making was the advice my teachers gave me. Once they told me that, I stopped seeing animation as a box that limited me. Animation became a tool, and I want to challenge what this tool is supposed to be. This school year, I realized something about myself. I used to think my perfectionistic and ambitious attitude would push my work to a greater level. But I realized that the way I reflect on my own work actually became my downfall. I could only point out the bad and the ugly and everything that could have been better. This perfectionistic attitude resulted in a project where me and my teammates became overworked. We couldn't properly finish a project because we set an unreachable goal for ourselves. I was too ambitious and too perfectionistic, and I kind of forgot how to be realistic. Instead of reflecting on the quality of my work, I started to reflect on the way I work. Since I would love to lead a team in the future, I think it is of the utmost importance I change my ways. I want to focus on leading consistently well-made projects I can be proud of, instead of a project that maybe could have been amazing. The first day I walked into art school, I was a completely different person compared to who I am today. Not only did I grow as a person, I also grew as an artist. I stopped restricting myself when it comes to my creative process. My teachers told me that I thought it was beautiful how I went from completely hating color to developing the skill and love for using color in my work, and it actually became a focus point in my work. I'm really curious and I love learning about new things and skills. This is the attitude that keeps me from sitting still and staying the same. I love spending my day watching documentaries and learning about the hidden, the untold, or the unknown. I love doing something new. Sometimes I get inspired and I suddenly decide to make a mixed media wheel loop or a watercolor dia projection or an embroidery animation. Is this project possible? How does this even work? Will it even look nice? I try to not hold myself back asking these kind of questions. I hope to keep changing and developing as a person and artist, and I wish to never stand still. Something I've struggled a lot with since stepping into the school system is planning and my own work structure, as pointed out before by my teachers. Somehow I never found the right way to efficiently use my time and energy, and this is something I've been working on since the second year. I try to give 110% from the start instead of focusing all my energy towards the end of the project, and I try to allow myself time to re-energize and collect my thoughts about the work I've done. I try to be more transparent towards others about my process, and I do this by uploading more about my work and my thoughts. I even took on an organizational task in a group project, something I wouldn't have done a year ago. I feel like my way of working individually and with others has become more pleasant, transparent, and efficient. I'm still not where I would like to be, but I think I'm at a good starting point to develop the skill further in the future. I've always been introverted. I have many thoughts and things I want to say, but I feel shy and vulnerable when saying them aloud. I try to let my work speak for itself. I don't want to rely on saying everything myself directly from the mouth, especially because I can feel shy in front of people, which can influence how I present myself. Using a medium can make my message stronger or more clear. I try to build the best site I can, the best business card and highlight reel. I want my work to represent me and who I am. I don't have a certain style I always use, but I've been told that my work has a special flavor that makes people recognize the work as a Vera Kelly production. I feel like my work presents itself well. My ambition is to develop the personal strength to present myself as an artist as well. I feel like I used to categorize certain knowledge as worthless or not really relevant to my study, but I started to change my mind about this. I like learning about random facts, taboos, weird skills, or unknown, unheard of stories. My interests are so broad, so why did I think this was not valuable? I started to work on a project about sexuality and gender. I've read about this topic for so many years and it was such a good base for my project. Although this project forced me to look at scientific research, that doesn't mean that blog posts, YouTube videos, or news articles weren't just as valuable. I love feeding myself with all kinds of knowledge, and I don't want to limit myself to one source. All stories have two different sides, I believe. And especially in this climate of fake news and sometimes not knowing what to believe, I think it's important to always be critical of the mediums I consume. I really do believe this can make me a socially aware and knowledgeable artist. Some of the projects I'm most proud of are collaboration projects. I love working with other people, especially if they're really different from me. Learning different skills or about different disciplines from others, it's such a valuable thing. And this is why I love working in teams. Working together can really push projects to different heights. Amongst other things, I have a passion for leading teams. It's really important to see what others need or what they're trying to communicate. I think everyone has something valuable to offer and I love to be the one pointing that out. Sometimes leading can be hard. You have to be the one to make a difficult decision or the one to look critically at everyone's input. This is a certain responsibility that can be hard to have, but I feel like I fulfill this role pretty well and I want to keep collaborating, leading projects and getting inspired by others, and I will definitely start doing so at my oncoming internship.